Ali said that the door was open.
Let's get past the door. I don't care if the door was kicked in at this point. I'm talking to you and reading this. I know you did it. I don't have any reason to look anywhere else. We're going to focus our entire investigation on you. We're going to dissect every minute of your life.
It's Saturday, the 28th day of February in 2015. The general manager at Round Rock Kia is uncharacteristically absent from work. The man's name is Ali Khan. And when the 34-year-old's boss attempts to contact him by phone, he will receive no reply. A co-worker was sent to the residence to attempt to make contact with Ali. But when nobody answered the door, Ali's wife Nancy was called. She was little help because she was not at the residence at the time, but she would agree to head home to check on her husband. 2 hours would pass, but the co-worker would wait for her arrival, and when she did arrive, she would tell the co-worker to wait at the door and she would enter the house alone. The co-worker would say that he would hear a scream and upon entering the residence would likewise find the shocking sight of Ali dead due to being shot several times. As they called the authorities, the Williamson County Sheriff's Office would converge on the scene. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I have a few questions for Ali's wife Nancy. Over 4 hours worth of questions. They want to know about their relationship. They want to know about the 2 sets of bloody footprints at the crime scene. They also want to know, Nancy, where you been? So the audio to this is a lot better than when I got it, but it's not perfect. Earbuds, headphones, probably be the best way to go. Listen to it. This is the way it sounded when I first got it.
Okay, so, I mean, you seem like you're communicating fine with me. Other people I talked to said that they didn't have a problem communicating with you. So I'll just continue in English.
This is the way it sounds now.
Okay, so, I mean, you seem like you're communicating fine with me. Other people I talked to said that they didn't have a problem communicating with you. So I'll just continue in English.
So I want to thank you ahead of time for those of you who find that the audio's not to your liking and you don't hang around. I understand, have a good day. Thanks for dropping in. Everyone else, headphones and earbuds, I think you're going to really enjoy it. It's a well-known case. The interrogation footage has never been on YouTube. And I think when you look back at the case and you get to see the interrogation footage to go along with it, I think you're going to really enjoy it.
Okay, so, I mean, you seem like you're communicating fine with me. Other people I talked to said that they didn't have a problem communicating with you. So I'll just continue in English. And if you have a question about something, why don't you ask and then I'll let him clarify and we can do that. Does that work for you? Is it okay?
Now, this isn't just some random comment. She has asked for a Spanish-speaking interpreter to be in the room with her because she fears that she might not understand what's being said.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm very sorry if you're lost. You understand that all we have to go and do all this, right? Why don't you just not tell me what, and I'll leave it open for you to tell me what's going on, what happened.
We had a little argument. Well, not an argument, just a little misunderstanding. Unclear thing. We got into words just because I'm a very jealous person. I mean, I'm very jealous because most of the responsibility is not. I called him and while he was working, he said he didn't like that. He was going to deal with that and he didn't like that. He couldn't understand. I was like, okay, fine. So I confronted him with me back home, and he was like, you know what, Nancy, your jealousy is too much. I'm gonna be there for you. But I think it's better if you can take a time. I was like, do you have somebody else? Because I know he's been missing probably a few times. He's been hanging out with people that I don't think is good for him. He said that he goes to work and he doesn't go to work. He goes to hang out with, I don't know who he hangs out with. Mostly he's with that guy in Turkey. And I'm assuming they do hang out because that's the first thing he gets his things from. When I mean things, I mean he takes all kind of stuff. Xanax is taking, painkillers is taking, other stuff, and a lot of stuff. He's to kind of deal with his stress. He says he's been addicted since he remembers. He came home, so I told him, no, we're not happy, we're not happy with you. Even if you want to be with somebody else, what is telling the truth? I'll be honest with you. He said he wasn't. So then on Thursday, she's getting ready to go to work. And he's arguing about me not getting his school ready. So he's like, I'm gonna get the stuff ready myself. I was like, okay, because I was upset. I was mad at him. I was like, you can do what you said. He was running late. He always was told he was gonna be late because he was arguing with me. He's always, I mean, yes, we do have arguments. I mean, that's every couple. There's nothing, I mean, there's nothing unusual. I mean, like, last time the police was there, the problem was because I said something about his sister. He slapped me, he threw me around, and then I hit him. And yes, I did kick him. He called the cops because he punched me and he was choking me. At the moment, the cops arrived and they're like, you know what? He has physical damages. She don't. So right now, I'm doing arrest you. That's it. Okay. So the same day they went to the house and they found marijuana. He got a charge for possession of marijuana. Even the big bush of other stuff in the toilet. He had a charge for that. It was 4th time or 7th time. I'm sure you guys weren't in. So he had a charge for that. I got a charge for family assault. I didn't get arrested at the moment. And then I went to Houston to visit my family. And on the way back, I was speeding. I got pulled over and they took me to jail because he said I had a warrant, which I didn't know. So I called him and told him, I'm going to jail. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, you already know what happened. It's like, well, what are you put charges me? He's like, no, I didn't put any charges. They took me to jail. I had jail. He was considered, but still a little mad. So he hired someone who got me out. We try to work out things. I mean, we always had issues ever since we started dating. His family doesn't know because he always kept us away from everyone. We just went through a lot of forward dating, and we always had arguments. Either he slapped me or hit me, or I slapped him. But I think that's normal. So when I called the cops, I really called them because I thought I didn't think he was gonna get, different. No pensé que si fueran a cambiar las cosas de un lado a otro, de que él pegó y yo era la que él estaba abusando. Aprendí mi lección.
Just like I said, she called the police and you so it's got to be trying to get the pressure that I have to do.
So I intentionally left her little rants of Spanish in the video. She doesn't do it for long, but there are several moments where she just starts speaking in Spanish out of nowhere. And I left it in there because it's very interesting to watch the body language of the detective every time she does this. So just keep an eye out for that. It's going to be very interesting. You'll enjoy this.
So what happened was after that happened, it was like, I'm done with you. You put me in jail. Thanks to you, I'm gonna go to jail. I lose my job. I'm gonna lose everything. Thanks to you. So I think it kind of got like that resentment towards me because we try to work out things. He was always bringing that up. Because he said that he hated me, said that he loved me, but then at the same time he hated the fact that I was threatening his career and everything that he worked for. Because he was going to be fired because of the possession of marijuana. I told him this stuff. I was like, okay, why don't you just stop doing all those things? Don't go out. Stop hanging out with those people. I don't like those people. No, that guy, he lives in a really bad neighborhood. They do all kinds of drugs, crack, weed, all the he wouldn't tell me because last time he took me there at home. I don't like that. I don't like hanging out with these people because if you really worry about your career and you really worry about what's going on in the future, that is nothing. I mean, just at the end of it, feels.
So I understand that he has the faults and he goes out, I get that, but he's dead now. So let's talk about that.
Thursday morning, that's the day that he broke down, he started crying and all that. So he left to work, came back home. He just went straight to the room because I was with my friend. Then I went to the room and told him, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I don't want to talk with you." He's on that in front of my friend. He's laying on the bed. He walked out. He walked out of the house. He went into the it's like an office. Once you enter on the left, there's an office. Because we're gonna have where I have a couple of things. The thing every time we get upset with each other, he always takes everything. He always takes my car. He always the things that he bought. He always takes everything. And in the marriage, when we married, I really, I was gonna want, I would not let out nothing. So we got upset because my friend was there. We walked out a couple of times. I don't know what he was doing because I was looking at him like that. And my friend was right here. But I saw him doing something, I don't know what he was doing. He walked out of the house, went somewhere, and then came back. So then he walked into the room, grabbed all their stuff, and walked out again. So I find out he left also because so he left. I called him to let him know that I was gonna throw up my friend. And he was like, "Where are you going?" He was like, "Where are you?" So yeah, don't worry about it. That's not your fucking business. You're getting divorced. You're on your own, and you don't need to know where I'm going. Why don't you pull your skating away? I guess it was jokes. So he was saying that, and he was like, "Don't call me, don't text me." I was like, "Okay, fine. Just let me know who you're with." It's like, it's none of your business. So I was like, "Fine, I'll let him be." He goes like, "If you text me again, I'm gonna block you." But she did. Blocked me. But any of the box, common sense. I waited for him. I drove around. I wanted to go to strip clubs for him. There's a new views there. A new views song. Every time he goes out, he drinks. He goes to strip clubs. Just to make me mad. So I knew he was doing it on purpose. So I was like, you know what, fine. So I was like, I'm just gonna give him a little, you know, I'm gonna scare him. I'm just gonna leave. When he gets home, I'm not gonna be here. He wouldn't respond. So I got worried. Then again, it wasn't the last time that he would do something like that. Last time he said he fell asleep on Turkey's couch and he didn't make it home till 7 the next day. I called the police. Well, not the police. I called the jail, called hospital. I would look for him. Nothing. And then $5. So then they go, so, right? It's 72 hours. Do you?
Personal message?
Yes.
Oh. You're finding some time.
This is not the first time that he does. So I was like, it's not a big deal. He's just mad at me. He's mad at me if he blocked me. I don't know. He's probably with somebody. He probably went to a strip club. He touched someone. So I'm like,
Okay, so we got fought on Thursday, right?
yes.
Did you argue or fight? Is there any physical contact?
He was throwing things all over the house because he was looking for his lens, he said.
So did you have any physical contact with him? Did your bodies contact? So how did that happen? What happened?
He was fixing his clothes. And I kind of grabbed, I was doing what I was. He got mad. I picked him up. And then I threw him again. So then he punched me. And then she pushed me on the bed. So he's like punched me right here. He was running like that. And just kind of like put all his weight on me.
You said punch, but then you had an open hand and you touched your face. So did he slap you or did he punch you in the ball?
Like that.
Okay.
So when he was like, he slapped me, like he threw me on the bed, then he kind of like put his weight on me. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? So I kind of tried to defend me, but then I remember, you know, I have a case of violent violence. If I hit it or anything, I'm gonna get in trouble again. And I didn't want it. But I still kind of like went like that, trying to get him out of. I mean, like, quitarme encima, le hice así. Y
Trying to get it on.
sí, porque he was on top of me. Y le pegué, no le pegué, le pegué el manotón a los lentes. Y los lentes pegaron y se trenzó.
Slapped him with regards to
Y se le cayó el lens. En eso, él se paró, se enojó y empezó a tirar todo. He started like to look under the bed, he looking for the lenses, he started breaking things and all that. And I was reporting him. Because I was like, look how you're acting. And the next thing I know, he started crying.
Was it all on your fault?
Yes, that's my fault.
Was anybody injured as a result of this?
Yeah. I think he was getting those. He had some machines.
So when did that happen? Was this before or after he was holding on the bed and y'all got straight in slaps?
That one is punching.
That's when you started.
Also,
Were there any other injuries? Anything else? So at some point this stops, you guys didn't call the police at that time, obviously, right?
no, we didn't go and call the police because we already know we both had charges. I knew I had charges with violent violence, which he hired me a lawyer. And I knew he had a case of possession of marijuana. At that point,
Was your friend still here? That was so long.
but that was in the morning. That was Thursday morning.
Before you.
Yeah, that was in the morning.
What's your friend's name?
Wendy, Andy, Angel. I have the understanding.
So, you had this fight in the morning, and then what happens? How does the fight stop? How does it, when you start recording and you start crying, is that the end of it?
No,
Okay, what happened now?
he just kept throwing things all over the house. He broke things, he bent the, I think he broke the flip down there, he was just looking for the lens. He finally left home around what, 11? Almost 12.
Go to work.
To go to work.
Yeah.
Because he told his boss and all about money late because Nancy's acting crazy.
Okay, so he goes to work, and then what do you do?
After he went to work, and I stayed there and put things to bed, fix stuff.
And then about what time did your friend go to work?
She probably arrived around 6 because
So he got something, or
5 or 6 because I remember that I was at that home and I was watching TV and I really didn't want to deal with it because
where did you go after you went to work?
I had to go pick up some medicine. Then I just kind of drove around. I mean, I don't work. I don't really do much. So I knew that was gonna, that was gonna stop. I was like, he's just mad. Once he get home, he'll be okay. I didn't really put that much importancia porque yo sabía que eso es de siempre. Eso es siempre. Siempre nos peleamos, siempre nos gritamos, siempre nos decimos cosas. Pasa un día, 2 días, y estamos como si nada. Ya no le tomé importancia. No le puse importancia. Y menos después de que, de los cargos que teníamos los dos, ya habíamos quedado de que, ya habíamos quedado de que ya nadie iba a llamar a la policía y nadie iba a hacer nada. Lo mismo. Okay.
Okay, so then your friend comes over, he comes home from work, you have that issue that you talked about already. And then at some point he leaves. Was there any other physical contact that evening before he went out with his friend?
No, well, not really, because he was standing by the TV, and I had to get something then, so he was like, hello? So I'm like, excuse me, and then he goes, I'm not gonna leave.
You just got a bit of rain.
So I'm like,
So he goes out with his friend, and then you drive around looking for him. Did you find him anywhere? Did you find his car? And so you go up at some point, right? What did you do after that?
Jim, Rodriguez. She was in Stockton. Stockton?
Stockville, is that the street or city?
No, that's a different, that's like an hour away from here.
The town Stockton?
It's Stockville,
Stockville or Stockton?
Está sobre el,
What town are you close to?
está cerca de San Antonio.
You're San Antonio?
Sí, si te llevas
Norte or what?
se llama Stockdale.
So as we head to our first commercial break, Ali gets home from work, tells Nancy we're getting a divorce, and he heads out on the town for the night. Nancy goes out looking for him, can't find him. Then she decides to head south down to Stockdale, Texas. That's where we're going to leave off. We'll pick back up right when we get back from this commercial break.
Así se llama. Sí, porque yo sabía, I knew that he was going to get home. He wasn't going to find me. He was going to look for me.
Well, what is, you know her address? What street is she in?
No tengo la dirección porque está en el teléfono.
How did you know how to get there?
Put it on the GPS.
And about what time did you get here?
I think, what was it? Around, I said, probably 12, I think. 1?
12 or 1 in the morning.
No. At 1 in the morning, I was not there. I was looking for him. Because I called him, texted him, he wouldn't respond. So then I downloaded this app on my iPad, and then I called my iPad. And he answered. So then I asked,
So you called over a different number?
yes. Yes. So then he's like, he answered, and then he knew it was me. So he's like, I told you not to be texting me. I'm like, who are you? He said he was in Turkey. At that point, to be honest, I didn't believe him because he told that before. And then I found out he was seeing someone.
Okay. So you called him on the iPad. What time was that?
1 a.m.
Okay.
He said he was gonna block that number too and my number. But I got mad, and that's when I just got dressed and went and looked for him. And I went to a few places to look for him.
My mother.
And I was just like driving around, just trying to get him mad because I knew at a certain point he was gonna get home. I was like, when he gets home, he's gonna block me, he's gonna call me. Y me va a decir, ¿dónde estás? ¿Por qué no has llegado? And that would really I wanted him to get home and see that I wasn't there.
Okay. So how long was you traveling?
And so I drove around. I left and I changed clothes, drove around, came back, he wasn't there. Then I keep driving around. Came back like around 1:20, 1:30. Wasn't there. Then I came back at 3 a.m. and he wasn't there either. That was already mad, so I was like, so my way I was like, when he gets back, he's gonna see that I'm not here and that I'm doing the same thing that he's doing. And he's gonna feel bad.
So it's about 3 a.m. when you came back, and then you were there for how long?
I just drove around. I didn't see that long.
You came back to the house at 3 a.m. How long did you back in the house?
I didn't get into the house. No, I didn't get inside the house. I just drove around. So I just saw the car was there and I left.
Okay. Did you all have garage? You could park in and all that?
Yes, we-
How do you know they were in the garage?
because there's no boxes in the garage.
So you can't park in it?
Unless you move boxes.
Alright, so we left again, you drove around the garage.
After I drove around, I mean, it's just not, like I said, I try to think what I was gonna do. I had to go see the doctor that I canceled my appointment, and I have to go insurance, and I have to talk.
Well, hang on, you drove around all night? So you're saying, all night? So, where did you go?
Look for him.
Okay. So what's the next thing you did? Like you leave and you drop it down and forget about it?
I went and looked for him to this apartment that I know he's seeing something.
Where's that?
That's where we are.
Anything else?
I don't have it on.
Doesn't have any apartments. Who was he seeing?
Some girl that he got a twin pics.
So,
I don't know her name.
you never saw her on Facebook or anything like that?
They had an app, and he was using that app to talk with her. Not her back.
Where did you find that?
I found that on the phone. But I knew he was
About how long? A year, a month? How long? And did you confront him about that and that?
yes.
Okay. So you assume he's back over there now?
Yes, I was like, he's not the doctor, he's probably with somebody. Because he's not gonna make it home.
Did you find his, apartment? About what time is that? About this month?
I wish I knew all the
Still dark.
It was still dark. But then I also remember that my brother found him when I was young once.
So you drove from there, then where else did you go? I think by those rocks.
I was just driving around to all the places that I knew that I could find him because I wanted to find him.
Like where? Where did all
I'm not telling my brother found him.
Where was that?
That's on Bromberg.
What the name?
I think it's just six.
You don't remember what was on that one?
That didn't try. I was
Still
just
dark outside now?
I was just mad and I was just driving trying to find him.
It's still dark? On Saturday, you watched the video. Louisville?
I went to every single place and thought it.
And this is all after 3 a.m. And after you went to the motel.
Just for that, I was like, I'm going home. So I went to look for a friend that lives on, it's called el puerto,
In an airport?
sí. Pero ella no estaba,
She wasn't there?
no. A su casa sería,
Spelled
es CEDEI.
I'm worried about that.
Sí.
yeah, okay. What was the last name?
Tapi.
Where she lived, was that
I don't know.
a house or a trailer? Or
It's a trailer. But she wasn't there.
So those trailers across the white. And it's like been white in the airport.
No sé qué lo cuánto es.
¿En qué lado del puerto?
Para este lado, para la derecha. Está,
¿Está más cerquitas del Highway 130 o el casino?
está cerca, se llama Bursley Lane, está salido. Y ahí la esperé. Te esperé hasta que llegaran.
Did you talk to anybody?
No,
Did you wait in your car?
pero yo no quería.
And what time, about what time was that?
I guess.
Oh, she never came? So was it daylight?
Llegó, ya estaba saliendo, era las 7, 8. Ya estaba al sol.
No,
No sé qué hora era.
And how long did you wait?
Pero yo creo que ya estaba ahí, porque no había.
¿Estaba aquí?
Yo creo que ella estaba en México o no estaba, porque su carro no estaba ahí.
Okay. But you only waited like an hour and then you left?
Sí, después de ahí,
Where did you go?
and just go back to my friends.
Which one?
Anything.
So you drove back to your friend's house, did you get into Jennifer's house already?
Nah, she lives far, it's like an hour
So
away.
this would be the first time you've been to Jennifer's house?
Not the first time that I've been
I
here.
mean, first time during
During
this
that
day,
day, yes.
this day.
Yes.
So you drove to Jennifer, what time did you get to Jennifer's house?
I think it was like around 12, 1 or something.
So noon?
The thing is that I kind of slept in the street. Well, not on the street, since I didn't sleep all night. I kind of parked on the side of the road and I fell asleep there. Until the cops,
What's that?
I don't know, because the cops arrived and the window and I was sleeping. I don't know for how long I slept.
Which city were you in? Where you at?
I don't know. I mean, they were just like,
Austin or just on a highway?
it was on the highway, but I was so tired that I was like blinking and I was like, I'm gonna get into an accident. And I couldn't find any rest area, so I was,
What rate were you on before voting?
I think it was, you know, put on the GPS, it usually takes 1:30, but I think I was on.
You won't remember?
It's because I found everything on the GPS.
Yeah, but you should know whether you want to toll road or whether you.
It was just a regular road. I think it was 87 or
183?
No. No creo que sí. No me acuerdo. Lo único que sí me recuerdo es de que
How far are you driven from your friend's house?
todavía, I was still away. I was like still, and now, but I don't know. It was really, I was like at least 30 minutes away. But I couldn't make it, and I couldn't find any place to sleep, and I was really sleepy. So I was like, I'm gonna kind of park here, did a little thing, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep until the cops kind of like the front where like.
You already had Boston.
Yeah, I was already past Austin. He was good. He was just like, I think, I don't know if they thought if I was dead or something, so I wasn't sleeping. So they knocked at the window, and then one was in one window and one was in the other one. So they're like, are you okay?
That's what your house left.
Yes. That's me. They're like, are you okay? I'm used to sleepy, so he's like, look, this is not a rest area, do you want to go well? I'm like, okay.
Alright, so you started and know what time it's spent in. Deal with the clock.
I think if I get my phone, I can pull out the text.
Well, we can do that.
Because I told my friend, I'm gonna go to your house, and she said that. So I put that on the GPS, and I was I drove there. So then I fell asleep, and I don't know how to
Okay. So you woke up and then did you go straight to your friend's house at that point, or did you something?
I'm quite strange.
Straight there. You got there at noon, 1 o'clock, something like that, you think?
Mm-hmm.
So then, when did you leave there again?
I think it was. I ate with them, and I was gonna sleep there, but then they got into an argument because her husband thought that I don't know. They got into an argument. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sleep with this. I got my stuff. And, I got my blankets and everything in the car. So
Who's that?
that was last night.
About what time?
Yeah.
Alright, so you were there all day.
Yes, I spent all day. Yes.
What were y'all arguing about?
Yeah?
Yeah, they were arguing or you were arguing?
No, they were arguing.
You weren't arguing with them, they were arguing.
They were arguing with each other because he was like, what's your friend doing here? So I was like, you know what? I don't want to have any problems with you. I'm just gonna go somewhere else.
So you left. And where'd you go?
To a hotel close to their house. Things stopped me.
Did you use your credit card then?
No, because he canceled my credit card yesterday. On the day
I just maybe
before. Cash and money.
cash. You didn't have to credit card during policy.
It's because he's the one with the money. He manages the money.
No, I understand, but the hotel that you stay there was just cash. Cash money, no credit card deposit. Did you use your name?
I gave him my ID and they took a copy of it.
And how long did you stay there?
Just the night, because in the morning I was like, I gotta go back because we were gonna have a class today. So then I'm at the hotel when Corey calls. Corey is the lead boss. So he actually called me he sent me a message saying, where is Ali? So I'm like, it should be here to the class. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, he said he had the day off. He said, I've been bitching with him because I've been wanting him to take his classes. He said he couldn't, and then he said he was gonna go work on Friday because he was day that he's off, so he could take Saturday off. So he's like, he didn't request a day off. So I was like, that's what he said. He's like, well, he said it's not his fault. And how you talk with him? I'm like, no, just block my number. Block my number and got into an argument and not talking to me. It's like, what was the last time they were seen? I said Thursday. So he was like, I'm about to call the house and his friends. And his family. And I'm like, I mean, sure, but I think he's sleeping. He might be sleeping. Every time we get into a fight, he always goes out, drink, party. That not what he does. So that's something that he always does. So we probably took some pills, smoked it. He's probably upstairs sleeping. He's probably sleeping. He probably doesn't hear the phone or doesn't want to answer because he knows he's off today. He was like, okay. So I was like, he's probably sleeping. So I'm starting to get, my stuff so I could call back home. And then he calls. Actually I called and I told him, I mean, is he getting fired because he's not showing to work? He's like, no. He's not getting fired, but he needs to be here. So make sure you get home and tell him to call me. So that I need to hurry up and get there before he gets fired. So I was on the way back, and then he goes back and he says something about he was afraid that he had a heart attack. Or he was afraid that I needed to blow his brains out. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? What will you tell me like this? Like, Nancy, just get him. I was like, I don't know why you fucking. So he was just like, what if he had a heart attack? What if he did something to himself? Because you told me that before. I'm like, yeah. Cuando toma esas cosas, cuando toma, yo no sé qué toma. Pastillas. Se pone como y se pone muy como que no puede respirar. Ya lo ha hecho muchas veces, que se pone que no puede respirar. Se tira en el piso, se rueda. Y cada que le digo, voy a llamar a la ambulancia, él dice, no, no llames. So yo pensé, quizás que sí le dio un paro cardíaco. Está dormido. Está dormido. Porque cuando él está libre, se toma todas esas pastillas y se duerme y no despierta hasta el otro día a las 7 de la noche. Es like, está ahí.
So let's skip ahead to where you get to the house, because that's what we're going to That's what we're going to
When I got to the house, I got to the house, Ali was already there. He said he was there since 10 p.m. And he said the door was open. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, should I go in? I'm like, look, if he's sleeping, he's probably upstairs and he can't hear anything. He probably didn't know her. I mean, just wait there until I get there. Because if you open the door and get inside, if he's sleeping, he might shoot you. He might shoot you. I don't know. He's like, he has guns there. I'm like, yeah, he has guns to the house. He has guns to the house and he might shoot you. I don't know. He's like, okay, then I'll wait for you. So I'm trying to make it there, and I was thinking, of the things that Forrest said. So I called for it, where he was like, I'm afraid he got a heart attack. Can you hurry up? I'm like, yeah. I'm on my way. I'm gonna get there. So he's, are you paying in here? How long is he getting paid? I don't even know how. I think it was on 183 years. I don't know. I put the GPS and I just followed the line. And I'm not really good on las direcciones y todo eso. Siempre me pierdo. Pero Alex ya estaba en la casa. Alex ya estaba ahí cuando yo llegué. Cuando yo llegué a la casa, me dijo Alex, ¿puedo entrar contigo? Quiero asegurarme que tú estés bien. Entonces yo... Sí, entonces yo entré, me salí del carro y abrí la puerta. I went upstairs and we have a meeting room. So I thought he was sleeping there. So I went upstairs and I was like, like, hey, where are you? I went to the other room because he usually sleeps there. When we argue, he sleeps upstairs and I stay downstairs. So I looked for him all over upstairs. He wasn't there. I got down and I went to the kitchen. Then I went to the room. And then I put him in the place. I jailed for Alex. And then Alex came inside and he's like, don't touch anything.
And our guy Alex is a smart guy. I mean, if I walked into a murder scene, I ain't touching nothing either. Good, probably a smart dude. Now, as we head to our second commercial break, the detective, it's time for him. He's been allowing her to just ramble and tell her story. And it's time to challenge that story. When we get back, oh yeah, it's about to get real.
I got close in here and I touched him and I hugged him. Beautiful. Alex was like, don't touch him because they're gonna find your fingerprints all over him. Don't touch him. I'm like, it's my husband. So he's like, is there any gun or something?
What guns do you have?
Keys. 4 guns. But I know some of them died a lot. Since the last time that we got into the art. And he didn't really trust me that much. So he said he took a few to his friend's house. I don't really know exactly. Because he didn't want to have it come to the house because he was afraid.
Do you think you were gonna shoot him?
No, he was afraid that I was gonna pull a glass and they were gonna find him. He just took that and then he said he wanted to get a license.
So what kind of guns?
I don't know, but
Handguns, rifles, shotguns?
2 rifles, 2 pistols.
Where was that? Last time, so how bad numbers?
Estaban en, no sé. ¿Dónde estaba? I mean, no, the rifle. Well, no, eso no son rifles, es como, está así, bonita. Está en eso no sé si es un rifle. Estaba en el closet y había como machete. Machete. Machete.
El machete esa la arma.
Sí.
¿Qué era? ¿Era el machete o
Sí, también estaba ahí.
machete?
Estaban en el closet.
Sherry.
Sí. Y estaba el rifle. Y había otras 2 pistolas.
Sherry and a rifle.
Y hay otras 2 pistolas.
What were they?
It's the craziest thing. It's driving him nuts. I mean, she speaks English just fine. And then out of nowhere, she just starts speaking Spanish. Does anybody know why she's doing that? Put down in the comments why you think she just decides, I'm just going to, on certain questions, I'm just going to start speaking Spanish.
Where? What was this?
I don't know.
You don't know where they're at his house?
I don't know.
So I edited out the part coming up because it's hard to understand. The louder they talk, the better the translation is with the software. So if they talk soft, I can't understand what they're saying. So there's no reason for me to play it. But I'll translate some of what was said. So we asked her, when's the last time she fired a gun? She gives this really weird, evasive answer. And he says, well, what kind of gun was it? And that's where we're going to pick up.
How kind of gun is it?
I mean, when you go to
Pistol,
Mexico,
handgun, or what? Rifle,
no,
handgun?
pistola, fuimos a un rancho y nos paramos.
So you know how to fire things. Good enough to buy, right? You've done it. What were you wearing on Thursday? I thought that was
I was wearing, but the ladies,
Oh,
great,
I'm sure.
pink shirt.
And did you pack a bag when you left?
No,
You did? So how did you check?
I practiced at the store.
You did.
Yes.
Which store?
Because I took the dress and it was cold.
Which store? What do you have?
The aubergine,
Where?
that's in Stockholm.
So you didn't pack a bag?
I mean, I threw a few things, used like my papers, suitcase with the papers. And she was like, big old documents.
She didn't take any clothes. Is that any underwear? Some brush or something like that?
I took my makeup, I took a few things, like I got this bag with, where I had all the important papers.
Mm-hmm.
And I just threw everything that I just saw there, like shoes, and actually I took more shoes than everything. And then when I got,
So were you wearing these shoes Thursday and Friday, or weren't you doing shoes and changing?
actually I was wearing some sandals. Those are at the house.
That was on, what day were you wearing the sandals?
They don't like the
Okay. Sandals.
I was at the house. Usually when I'm at the house, if I don't have a bra, I'll usually just wear a bra
Okay, so
or a shirt.
when you left the house, what were you wearing?
I was wearing a dress. Just a regular dress. It was red.
Are all these clothes sleeping hard?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, they are, they are.
It's because I took a few things out when I got into my friend's house because I was going to stay there. And then they got into their argument and I was just like, because actually I left, I think I left both of things there.
Like what?
Like my toothbrush and thing.
Is there a bag in your phone? Your bag that you had?
There's a bag in the back seat. There's a bag.
Is that the one that you backed into?
Yes. That's the one that I got. I got that with all my papers and shoes. I took everything in one of my purses. My iPad.
I'm gonna be straight with you. You're dancing all around it. You're not talking about it. You came up with all these malarkey stories about where you were at and how you wanted the house. I can see that that's not how you can see it. So I want to give you the opportunity to start over and tell me about it. And if you don't tell your side of the story, people may never know what led to this and why things went down.
You're talking about. I mean, the same thing happened when I got blamed for the family
I'm not
violence.
talking about anything that you spell it out when you think about things. I'm not kicking that out. I'm looking for you about these faults that you say in. But the whole first part of our conversation is just you talking about how bad of a guy he is. There's no reason to do that unless you're trying to justify what happened.
I'm not.
I want to give you the opportunity to explain. I want to give you the opportunity to tell us why it happened. The house is locked up. There's no gun here. Okay? Your story here is hard. We're going to prove it because we're going to know exactly where you were at. We're going to follow up on who did this. And then we're going to prove you lying. And that's easy like, it's just talking about.
That's not helping.
Like you tell me, you explain to me how to see you got shot in the head, you know, a lot of times.
The door was
Doors open. Doors open.
back door was. That's what Alex said. So the door was.
You didn't even go to the bank. You don't have a key.
That's what she said. He told me earlier.
You won't be able to leave this morning. Anything walk past the house and shop.
I don't know.
I guess it's really up to you. You got plans to help out. He wants to just humble it and then tell our own story. There might be a good reason for why it happened a little bit. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But you're stonewalling this. You're not helping yourself. I have a feeling because I don't think you plan this out very well. Just judging by how this went down, I think something started. Won't make it just happen. And when crimes go down that way, there's always a lot of evidence. It was about something like that. It's just a really good idea. It's about
I mean, I understand what you're trying to do right now. I mean, ya me pasó una vez. Ya me pasó una vez de papá con cosas que yo no había hecho.
I'm saying it already happened to us.
You understand? This is the kind of country we're at. It's just because I don't believe you, I'm not going to make a case because I don't believe you. I'm going to make a case because the evidence is going to say what it says.
Pero yo no hice nada. Si yo le hubiera hecho algo, no hubiera sido tan tonta de haberme regresado.
Well, it's not true. So one of the things we're going to do is we're going to do a gunshot rescue test. We're going to see if you fire a gun, and then we're going to find out the clothing because I haven't had time to wash it. We're going to test that out and see if we got a gunshot cooking. As soon as that happens, you're alive, right? Because you said you haven't fired a gun here. There's no reason why there should be a gunshot rescue.
Yeah.
But you and I both know that when the test comes back, there's going to be gunshot rescue. I don't know you know that. See it twice.
No, I was like, if someone kills another person, you're not going to be that dumb to come back.
Just come back what? When people are calling you saying, hey, you have to can't get the house. What else would you do? You have to do that. If you don't do that, it's immediate. Obviously.
And they said that the door was open.
Let's get past the door. I don't care if the door was kicked in at this point. From talking to you and reading this, I know you did it. I don't have any reason to look anywhere else. We're going to focus our entire investigation on you. We're going to dissect every minute of your life.
And the detectives would do just that, picking apart every bit of Nancy's life and uncovering the truth that she fought so hard to admit. In the end, she would confess to shooting Ali a total of 7 times. Then, she would attempt to stage the crime scene, making it look like a robbery. Unfortunately for Nancy, she failed her first attempt at criminal school, hiding the supposed stolen items in the back of her own car. And she even exposed her friend to the bloody clothing that she had on that night, adding a witness to go against her flimsy story. So Nancy will get another shot at this criminal thing, but she'll have to wait until her sentence is over in 40 years. Thank you for joining us again here on They Caught Me. We appreciate you dropping in for another episode. You guys stay safe out there with the ice storms coming in, and I'll see you again soon, right back here on They Caught Me. Till next time.